Hey, what's going on, guys? That Home Theater Dude got a brand new episode for you today. We're going to check it out right after the intro.
Dude, you serious right now?
All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm not in my home theater. I'm not even in my own house right now. I'm actually in Chris, that Home Theater Dude's home. I had to come over and pick up some equipment for review, so I figured, hey, while I'm here, why don't I check out his home theater that he's building, in the process of building, let him talk about, you know, the process, what he's done so far, the speakers that he's going to be putting in. I also wanted to let you guys know about his new company that he just started. So I'm gonna let Chris tell you about his theater. All right, Chris, what we got? What you doing in this room over here?
So this is really cool, guys. Welcome to my theater, obviously. I really appreciate you guys for checking it out. This is my new theater. This is something that I haven't even recorded for my channel yet, so you guys are actually seeing this first. I just put these panels up last night. They're not necessarily supposed to be acoustic panels, but really the idea is that this area back here, I contacted a couple other people. They were saying that this should be as acoustically inert as possible because I did want to kind of make this a little baffle wall and stuff like that. It did make sense. So as you guys are seeing it, these are brand new panels, pretty simply made. Basically just miter out some MDF, wrap them in some Guilford of Maine. This is the blackest black they have. It's just Guilford of Maine black. So whenever you guys get it, this is the finished product. Screen is up. We're going to be using the Dream Screen V7 screen for this space. It's going to be a 129/16:9. Really cool design behind that one. It has the most magical, most perfect, the best screen that you can get here in America. I'm really excited to get that one built for you guys. But this is what we're looking at. So the entire room itself is 18.5 long. 13 feet wide and 9-foot ceilings. So if you guys were paying attention with my build series whenever I started this thing, this is not an ideal situation. Obviously you guys see back here, this is open to the downstairs. We have ambient light there, we have ambient light here. This is open. All this is, well, whole thing was open. We actually made this door and put it in, installed it. None of this is ideal. Really, whenever you have to retrofit a system, you have to shoehorn one into an existing structure without actually building one out. There's going to be some compromises. So the plan is that this is going to be walled off. This is going to be walled off. Hopefully this will be walled off eventually, but in the meantime we'll be having some curtains to block the light and stuff like that. Painted the room. This room is done with Home Depot paint. So this is called Winter Way. It's in matte finish. Looks really cool. And you guys are seeing this in direct daylight, right? So the direct daylight is actually making it look more blue than it is whenever this thing's at night or whenever the lights are down. This doesn't look very blue at all. It looks very dark. The ceiling is carbon. It's Bear Dynasty. I think it's Dynasty. What? No, Marquee? Whichever one's the second highest one from Home Depot. Again, matte. It's black. We have the lights installed. These are 3,000 Kelvin lights, little spotlights. So the idea behind these is that if you're over here next to the screen, you're not going to be getting a whole lot of light, so it's not going to necessarily influence that. If you pan over to the seats, you'll actually see that your popcorn and your candy are going to be lit up, or the remote whenever you're operating it as well. But that's it. The paint was done with a satin enamel, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a sheen, not too much. We will be swapping out some of the plugs for black plugs as well. And I think that pretty much wraps it up for now. I want to keep the rest of it a secret. There are going to be some surprises along the way, but that pretty much gets you guys to where we are right now. Again, with this back wall, or this baffle wall, you guys probably haven't seen these things before. These are the black swans. Not very typical right now in America, but these are in the TRINNOV showroom out there in Connecticut. I still have yet to hear these things, but apparently my peers are telling me that they are the best speakers they've ever heard, so I am very happy with my purchase right now. I was really hesitant. They're pretty expensive. You know, whenever you're buying something that you haven't tested yourself, there's a little bit of anxiety that comes with that, but they're a little goofy looking too, but the performance that comes out of them, that's really all that matters. You're never going to see them anyways, and to be honest, Most of the new ones that come out, whenever you get them, they're going to come in a nice matte black finish. So you'll never see them anyways. Again, the choice with the green screen or the Dream screen is that they have a black backer built into it. So you'll never have to worry about any reflections, behind your screen. It's acoustically transparent, nice woven screen for you. So really, really excited about that. I think the only other thing that I missed is the grates. That's the highlight of the system right there. The AC grates that went in. Black, chef's kiss. Those things looking good.
So what are you going to be doing for, or why don't you tell everybody what kind of system you're running? Are you running a 9.2.6? What's going on with that?
Okay, so ultimately what we're going to be doing is a 9.3, probably more, 9.3 for right now. Yeah, as it stands right now at the boxes that I have in the house, it's a 9.3.6. But if I have my way with it, it's going to be a 9.3.9. Cool. So we're going to see how things matriculate. Again, you guys already saw it, see the cat's out of the bag. My 50-inch subwoofer is going to be going downstairs, which, again, not ideal. And then the configuration right now is just a travesty. My house is ultra dirty. I have twins. You probably hear my son right now chiming in the background. But the sub's going right in that back wall. And we have the TRINNOV in the room. We have more TRINNOV for amplification, TRINNOV for processor, Kaleidoscape for movie server, player. I have my Oppo 205. Also in the rack, we're going to be having UPS for the projector. I'm a big stickler for surge protection and protection, especially out here in Texas. Power goes out willy-nilly. Like, the grid is terrible. There are thunderstorms all the time. If you don't have a generator in your house, dirty power, all kinds. The stories just keep going on. So the idea is that whenever you have a projector, especially a bulb-based projector, which I'm starting out with, I'm going to be using that with the UPS, because if it doesn't go through its grace period shut-off mode, you will severely damage your bulb life. If it just turns off without going through its shut-off scenario or sequence, you run into some really, really dicey area with performance. So I've seen people's power supplies get blown out with surges, lightning strikes, different stuff like that. So I'm trying to combat that with using an uninterrupted power supply. Last little piece of the puzzle up here, which isn't installed yet, is going to be the RS3000. I'm just using that one for the interim because really we're kind of stuck. The way we engineered this room, things were different before. I thought I was going to be using probably RS2000 or RS2100, but I absolutely need the 100mm all-glass lens because the room became so short. And if we're looking at the dimensions, from back here to the screen wall, we're looking at 16 foot 3 inches. The entire room, like I was talking about, is 18 foot and a half, but that baffle wall kind of got built out. Well, that screen wall got built out so far to compensate for the plugs in the back of the SWANs as well as the subwoofers and everything like that. So again, you kind of have to roll with the punches, and a 129 screen would fit perfectly with that NX9 as it would be with RS3000. But there's just a lot of stuff going into this room. I'm really, really happy. I can't wait to get it done. We straight up been working on this since July. Like, this has been under construction since July. I've had the products in my house since last October, I think, and I ordered them last summer. So a lot of stuff going on over here. Really, really excited to get it done. Last thing, as you'll see, is these Valencia seats. These guys, they will pretty much send any influencer seats if you ask them. So they sent me out these a couple years ago. I did a review for them. They've hounded me for several reviews after the fact, even though I only agreed to one. But if you guys want to check these things out, they're pretty comfortable. They work very, very well. Have LED lights for the cup holders. You also have LED lights underneath. And you have adjustability for your lumbar, your neck support. They recline, pretty comfy. You really can't go wrong with them. But besides that, that's kind of where we're at right now for the construction of the room. We will probably have more updates in the next 2 weeks. Funny thing is my buddy Jordan, Haterade Cowboy Cinema, he's coming over here next week, and we're going to be getting that 50 out of the crate, and we're going to be actually lighting it up. So stay tuned to that. But do you have any more questions for me?
Let him know down in the comments if you have any questions, and maybe he'll check them out and he'll answer the questions about his theater. He's got a really cool setup here, guys, so it's going to be exciting to see what comes of the theater. Oh, what are you doing over here? You doing a? Did you mention this? Are you doing an accent wall or something?
Yeah. So again, we're going to be walling this off. We're going to be doing kind of an accent piece, and then we're going to be mimicking that on the other side, so everything looks symmetrical in the room. But the main idea behind doing that is that if you're sitting in your main listening position, your first reflections are going to be way off, right? So if you have your first reflections here, they hit your ear. First reflections there, longer time for them to bounce off and hit your ear. We're trying to combat that. So again, just make everything symmetrical.
Is that ASCENDO, right?
Yeah, buddy. And then that's kind of it. So really, work in progress. I'm sure I'll get torn to shreds in the comments, but seriously, guys, if you guys want to build a theater, let everyone else expose your soul and let everyone else into your world and see how it feels. So I'll chime back in with Jordan in just a little bit, let you guys know what the progress is.
All right, and short plug, your new company.
Oh, cool, yeah. So my new company is called Home Theater Experience. We're out here in Houston, Texas. So if you guys want to grab any of this fine equipment from ASCENDO, whether it be any of the other stuff that I was talking about in the video as well, I'd be happy to help you out. That's all I got for you guys. I'll leave links down in the description. It's called thehometheaterexperience.com. Check me out. Really, really love to earn your business.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we have for you today at the That Home Theater Dudes Home Theater. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe to his channel. And there's going to be more stuff coming, as I said, or he said. We're going to be moving that big, huge sub that was at CD. A lot of you guys didn't believe it was a real thing.
Everyone thought it was like plastic and fake.
So it's insane. So I'm going to be helping him move that next week. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Later.